trash. 19 trees in my kitchen. Yeah, you heard that right. That thing you throw away after making guacamole? I turned it into a literal indoor forest. No sun required. And if you think I'm exaggerating, stick around, because I'm about to blow your mind. So here's the thing. Nobody tells you about avocado pits. They're basically magical beans, except Jack wasn't growing them in total darkness, like some kind of botanical wizard. But I did. And before you start thinking, oh great, another plant video where everything goes perfectly, spoiler alert, I killed 3 plants in the process. But those 19 survivors, chef's kiss. Hit that subscribe button to Plant Care's secret right now, because I'm about to share something that took me 2 years and way too many failed experiments to figure out. Let me take you back to 2022. I'm sitting in my apartment, which, by the way, gets about as much natural light as a vampire's bedroom, staring at this avocado pit, thinking, there's got to be something better to do with this than composting it. My girlfriend at the time literally said, "You're going to grow a tree, here, with these windows?" And she pointed at our north-facing window that basically mocked the entire concept of photosynthesis. The challenge was accepted. The relationship, well, let's just say, the trees lasted longer. Here's what changed everything. I stopped trying to grow them like normal people, because normal people fail. Normal people put the pit in water, wait 6 weeks, get excited when a root appears, then watch it die when they plant it. Sound familiar? The secret isn't about sunlight, it's about hacking the pit's biological programming. See, avocado pits are designed to survive under the canopy of other trees in the wild. They're literally built for low light. We're just too obsessed with putting everything on a sunny windowsill, like we're running a plant tanning salon. Okay, so here's the exact process. And I'm going to be painfully specific because I wish someone had done this for me instead of all those vague, just stick it in water tutorials. First, eat your avocado. Don't rush it. This isn't a race. Clean the pit thoroughly, and I mean thoroughly. Any leftover flesh will rot and create a bacterial nightmare that'll kill your future tree faster than you can say guacamole. Now, here's where it gets weird. You need to trick the pit into thinking it's already growing. Take a knife, carefully, because I'm not liable for your ER visits, and peel off that brown outer skin. Yeah, that papery layer. It's gotta go. Underneath, you'll find this beautiful tan color. That's what you want. Most people use toothpicks to suspend the pit in water. Cool, fine, very Pinterest. But here's what they don't tell you. The bottom third should be submerged, not half. Because if you drown it, congratulations, you've just created an expensive paperweight. Place it in a dark cabinet. Yes, dark. I know it sounds insane, but remember what I said about hacking biology? The darkness triggers different growth hormones. It's like the pit goes into survival mode and sprouts faster, stronger roots because it thinks it's buried underground. Change the water every 3 days. Set a phone reminder. I don't care if you're busy. Your future forest depends on it. In 2 to 6 weeks. And yes, that range is annoyingly wide. You'll see a crack forming. That's not a failure. That's a baby tree saying hello. Now here's where we get from 1 tree to 19. And this is the part that most people never discover because they're too busy being satisfied with one measly plant. Once your avocado tree hits about 12 inches tall, and it will even in the dark, you're going to cut it I can hear you gasping. Cut it? After all that work? Yes. Cut it back to 6 inches. It feels wrong. It feels cruel. Do it anyway. This is called topping, and it forces the plant to grow laterally instead of just shooting up like it's trying to escape your apartment. Within weeks, you'll get multiple stems. That's your multiplication beginning. But here's the real secret. Those cuttings you just removed, they're not trash. They're your next generation. Place them in water using the same method. Boom, more trees. Each tree you grow can create 3 to 4 cuttings. Each cutting becomes a new tree. Do the math. That's exponential growth, baby. But how do they survive without sun? I'm so glad you asked, imaginary, skeptical viewer. LED grow lights, but not the expensive ones. I'm talking about those $15 a clip-on desk lamps with full-spectrum bulbs. Mount them 8 to 10 inches above your plants. Run them for 12 to 14 hours a day. Your electricity bill will go up by approximately $3 a month, less than your daily coffee. The trick is consistency. Plants don't need intense light. They need reliable light. It's like they're on a schedule, and as long as you don't mess with their routine, they'll thrive. I've had avocado trees under these cheap lights for 18 months. That looked better than the one my friend grows on his perfect sunny balcony. You know what nobody talks about? The feeling of walking into your home and seeing 19 living things that exist because you decided to not throw away a pit. My living room went from generic apartment with IKEA furniture to indoor jungle that makes people stop mid-conversation. Guests literally do double takes. My mom visited last month and said, "I thought you were bad with plants." Exactly, Mom. That's the point. There's something deeply satisfying about creating life from what everyone else considers garbage. It's not just about having pretty plants, though let's be honest, they are gorgeous. It's about knowing you built something from nothing. Plus, the air quality in my apartment is insane now. I'm basically living in an oxygen bar. Let me save you from my failures. Because I made all the mistakes so you don't have to. Mistake number 1, being impatient. I once checked a pit every single day for 3 weeks, rotating it, inspecting it, basically helicopter parenting a seed. It didn't sprout for 47 days. The one I forgot about in the back of the cabinet sprouted in 16 days. Plants know when you're being clingy. Mistake number 2, using tap water without letting it sit. Chlorine kills roots. Let your water sit out for 24 hours before using it. Or use filtered water if you're fancy. Your trees will thank you by not dying. Mistake number 3, thinking more light equals more growth. I cranked my grow lights to maximum and wondered why the leaves turned brown. That's called light burn, and it's as painful as it sounds. Moderate, consistent light beats intense, irregular light every single time. Mistake number 4, not rotating your plants. Even under artificial light, they'll lean toward the source. Rotate them 90 degrees every week. Set another reminder. You're building a forest here, not a collection of crooked sticks. By month 6, if you've been following this method, you should have at least 8-10 trees at various stages. This is where it gets addictive. Fair warning, you might become that person who asks friends to save their avocado pits. I have a collection bowl now. It's embarrassing, and I regret nothing. Here's a pro move. Stagger your planting. Start a new pit every 2 weeks. That way, you always have trees at different growth stages, and your forest looks more natural and dynamic. Plus, if one fails, and some will, because nature is chaos, you've got backups. The multiplication factor is insane. I started with one pit in January 2023. By December, I had 19 thriving plants. Some are 4 feet tall now. One is attempting to touch my ceiling, and I'm here for it. That's not luck. That's method, plus persistence, plus refusing to accept that normal is the only way. Let's talk aesthetics, because having 19 trees is cool, but having 19 trees that look intentional, that's next level. I use a mix of pot sizes and heights to create depth. Some trees are in 6-inch pots on my bookshelf. Others are in 12-inch pots on the floor. The varying heights make it look like an actual forest grove, not a plant store clearance section. Color coordinate your pots or go full chaotic maximalist. I don't judge. I went with terracotta because I'm secretly a 65-year-old gardener trapped in a younger body. The warm tones match my wood furniture and create this earthy, grounded vibe that makes my apartment feel like a sanctuary instead of a place where I scroll TikTok until 2 a.m. Group them in odd numbers. 3 in one corner, 5 by the couch, 7 in the bedroom. Even numbers look too symmetrical and staged. Odd numbers feel organic, like they grew there naturally. Which, technically, they did. Here's what this really taught me. We live in a world that tells us everything requires perfect conditions. Perfect light, perfect soil, perfect timing, perfect whatever. And it's all nonsense, designed to make you buy more stuff. These trees are thriving in conditions that every gardening book says are impossible. North-facing windows, artificial light, a guy who once killed a cactus, and yet here we are, running an indoor forest with a 95% success rate. If you can do this with avocado pits, what else in your life are you not attempting? Because someone said it requires perfect conditions. Just saying. Plants are metaphors. I don't make the rules. And before you think I've gone full motivational speaker, let me bring it back. This is also just really, really fun. Watching something grow that you created from literal trash never gets old. It's free therapy, free decor, and a conversation starter that beats, "Yeah, I got that from Target." So here's what's going to happen. You're going to subscribe to Plant Care Secret right now. Hit that button, enable notifications, the whole thing, because I've got 47 more plant hacks that sound impossible but absolutely work. Next week, I'm showing you how to propagate succulents from leaves that fell on the floor. Yes, the floor. Nature is wild. You're going to save your next avocado pit instead of tossing it. You're going to follow this exact method. And in 3 months, you're going to send me a photo of your first tree with a caption like, "I can't believe this actually worked." And when your friends ask how you turned your apartment into a botanical garden, you're going to say, "Oh, just a little secret I learned." And then you're going to send them this video, because why should you be the only one with an indoor forest? Look, I'm not saying this will change your life, but I'm also not saying it won't. What I am saying is that you're literally throwing away potential every time you eat an avocado. And in this economy, we can't afford to waste anything, especially not free plants. Start your forest today. Your future self with a living room that looks like a Pinterest board but cost approximately $0 will thank you. Now go eat some avocados. You've got trees to grow,